Hi everyone, today we're going to go over graphing lines in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So first we are going to make sure we have y equals mx plus b, then we'll identify our slope and our y-intercept, write down a starting point, and then graph the line. So looking at this first one, we want to check if we have y equals mx plus b, and it looks like it lines up, so we are ready to go. So our m is the number that's in front of the x, which here is just a negative, but remember, if there's no negative, that is a -1. So our m is -1. If we want to write that in rise over run, we can take any number and put it over 1 to make it a fraction. So our rise is -1, so that's a down 1. And our run is a positive, so that's to the right, 1. Then we have our b, which is 4. Positive 4, so that tells me our y-intercept is 4, so we're starting at the point 0, 4. It's always 0, b. So I'm going to first put in my starting point 0, 4. So left and right 0, up 4. And then I'm going to do my slope of up 1 or down 1 because it was a negative, down 1 and to the right 1. So down 1 to the right 1, down to the right 1. And I'm going to follow that pattern. Then, just to get some more points, I'm going to follow it in the other direction as well. So I'm going to go left and then up, just the opposite way. Follow that pattern. Now this is a little bit of overkill with the points. You could have done like 7 and been good. You didn't have to do every single one of these, but it's better to have too many points than not enough. So, all right. Oh, grab my straight edge here. Remember, if you're using the draw tool, you have that lovely straight line feature that you can use to make this nice and pretty. And then draw your straight line. Make sure you have arrows on both ends. And then it's always important to label your line, so I'm going to label this y equals -x plus 4. You can do that with the pen or by using that little text box feature on the draw tool. It's on the left. You'll see a T for text. Alright, moving on to the next one. Here we have y equals -3x minus 2. So again, y equals mx plus b. So our m is the number in front of the x. That's -3. Again, I'm going to make it into a fraction so that we have a rise over run. So -3 over 1. So our rise is down 3 because it's negative, and our run, left or right, it's positive, so we're going to the right 1. Our b is the number that's being added. So this was plus b. Our b is the number that's being added at the end here, so there's a -2. So our b is -2. which means our starting point is 0, -2. Our line is going to cross the y-axis at -2, and that's where I'm going to start. B for beginning, -2. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my rise over run, which is down 3 to the right 1. So down 3 and to the right 1. I'm going to do a few points in each direction here. Follow the pattern the other way. And then I'm going to create my line using a straight edge. And lastly, label your line. Y equals -3x minus 2. Alright, the next one here, we have y equals -5/3 x minus 2. So y equals mx plus b. Looks like it lines up, so I'm going to identify my m, which is the number in front of the x, and that is -5/3. So our rise is down 5, and our run is positive, so that's going to be to the right 3. Our b is the number added or subtracted at the end. That's a -2. So our b is -2. So our starting point again is 0, -2. So I'm going to start at 0, -2. And then remember my slope is rise -5, so down 5, and then run 3, so to the right 3. Down 5 to the right 3. Fit as many points as you can with this one, because the points are kind of spread out really far. Alright, it looks like that's all the points I'm going to fit in. So once you have your points down, just connect your line nice and straight. Remember, these are linear functions, so we need to have nice straight lines. And label your line. Y equals -5/3 x minus 2.